Should you focus on your desire? Do you need to focus on the specific thing in order to manifest it into your reality? Well, hopefully this video will blow your mind, because when I realized what I'm about to share with you, it changed my life. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you're new here and you like the content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. To work with me, that information is in the description box below for you, as well as the link to my new meditation channel. I'm also a part of my partner's YouTube channel, which is about comedy and joke battles and things like that. So make sure to check that out in the link below as well. Should I focus on my desire? Do I need to think about it specifically? Do I need to visualize it and imagine it specifically as that specific thing or that outcome, that person? Do I need to think about it or focus on it in order to manifest it? Well, the answer is absolutely not. It's actually easier to just focus on the feeling of that end result, of that person, that outcome, that desire. You don't need to be thinking and imagining the specific thing. And often when we try to do that, there is a bit of resistance there. And we often will just be practicing the lack. We're thinking about the lack of it and how much we want it. And we're trying to make it happen through our thought, our emotion, our imagination. You don't have to do that. You can do it the easy way, okay? The easy way, when I discovered this through my own life experience, I was just blown away. Because I'd heard for years, I'd heard Abraham Hicks saying over and over, you don't have to focus on the thing. You don't have to, you could let it go. You could forget about it and just get into alignment, just get happy, and you can manifest what you want without actually focusing on the specifics of it. And really, like, you hear it and you're like, yeah, I get it. I believe that. But until you experience it yourself, it doesn't really hit you as like this monumental thing of like, whoa, I can manifest the specifics of what I want by just practicing the feeling of having it. Now stay with me, because I know that you've heard this before, but I want to kind of explain it in a way that maybe you haven't. It was surreal because I wasn't even trying to make anything happen anymore. Like, I had just like let go. I was just not even trying. And then I actually had to look back and like, oh, what did I do? What did I do to attract in all these amazing things that I really wanted for a long time, but was not able to previously manifest, even though I was focusing upon them, even though I was doing the processes to, the best of my understanding at the time. What I found is that you don't even need to be focused on the specific thing. You don't need to be imagining it as this specific scenario. If that works for you, if that resonates with you, or if you feel inspired to go there in your mind or your emotions, then you do that. But what I have found to be the most effective way to manifest anything that you want is just by practicing the feeling of already having it. Now, I know that you would have heard that of like, act as if. Like, oh, I've already got it. I'm thinking about all the money I have. I'm thinking about that amazing relationship that I have. Or yeah, I'm pretending that I'm healthy already and just trying to act as if. No, we're not doing that, because a lot of times it doesn't work. We're too far from that vibration. We don't believe it. And so if you're just saying something, you're just thinking something, but you're not feeling it, then it's really having no big effect in your life, okay? Because there's no power to that thought. It's not really something that you believe, so it's not going to affect your life in a positive way. But here's how I want you to do this. So pinpoint the feeling of already having what you want. So, okay, if you already had that incredible relationship, how would you feel? How would you feel? And who would you be? Who would you be? How would you be showing up in your life? And now, what other things in your life, interests, hobbies, processes, habits, positive habits, what other things that you do or think or focus on make you feel some of that same way? So, okay, if that relationship would make me feel so good about myself, like I just feel so proud of myself, I'd feel really, really confident. I feel really good about myself. Okay, what else makes me feel confident? What else makes me feel good about myself? Like, am I feeling that way now? right? For the most part. Or am I just completely the opposite of that? That's what you need to kind of look at. Okay, so the relationship would make me feel like gratitude. I feel so grateful, so much appreciation. Okay, what other things make me feel appreciation or gratitude? Or how can I implement those feelings into my daily life more consistently? Create a habit of emotion. Create a habit of the wish fulfilled, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Make that a habit in any way, on any subject. And if you do want to imagine yourself like, okay, imagine if I had that relationship and bring up the feeling, do that. Okay, and do that during meditation as well. It can definitely help speed things up. I've definitely found it very, very powerful. But at the time when I manifested a whole bunch of things, I wasn't even doing that. I was meditating and I was gradually practicing some better feeling motions during my meditation and thinking about my future here and there. But for the most part, I was just surrendering and relaxing. And then during my days, and I do this now as well, is I'm focused on things that I'm interested in, things that light me up, even on completely different subjects, right? Things that I appreciate, creating a chronic pattern of appreciation or gratitude, because then I am in the feeling of the wish fulfilled of whatever I want. Whatever it is I want, it's in the vortex, right? It's on a frequency. It is a reality right here and now that I can have access to, but I have to be on the frequency of it. All right, how do I get on the frequency of it? By feeling the feeling that matches that, the emotions that match that experience, right? Okay, so that relationship would make me feel free. Okay, what other things make me feel free? Maybe I feel really free when I go for a bike ride. Maybe I feel free when I'm in nature. Maybe I feel free when I'm writing songs or music or creating art. When I'm meditating, when I have a really good meditation. All right, let's go health. Okay, so if I had the healthy body, I would feel ease. I would feel absolute relief. Okay, well, how can I feel more relief during my day? How can I practice more ease? How can I feel that sense of, I guess, freedom as well? So the healthy body, I would feel really happy. All right, what makes me happy? We know that happiness, laughter, anything that makes you feel positive emotion benefits your physical body, allows you to restore, to renew, to come back into balance, as opposed to when we're in stress, where we're in survival mode, and that affects our body and our life in a negative way. Again, if you want help with laughing, check out my partner's channel up top here, which I am a part of. Maybe it's about something to do with your physical body. Okay, if I lost the weight and I was at that body weight that I want to be at, how would I feel? What would I be like? What would my life be like? Okay, I would appreciate myself. I'd be adoring myself, right? So could you start to tiptoe into doing that right now? If you start showing up in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, in the feeling of it being already done, it must manifest. And again, a lot of times we can do this by accident. We'll just kind of forget about our desire, or we'll let it go for a while because maybe, trying so hard wasn't working. And then we're just going along, we're having fun, we're doing positive things, we're just feeling better and better, and then boom, a manifestation. And that has happened to me. And then I'm like, oh, I got to look at what I was doing. Okay, so I accidentally got into the feeling place of the life, the new life that I wanted. And I was practicing the emotions that matched that in different ways. Like, yeah, I was journaling. Yeah, I was practicing gratitude. Yes, I was meditating every day, and I'm focused on my happiness. But then I'm just focused on other things, like other hobbies and interests that light me up, that make me feel a sense of connection, a sense of of home, of me. I can't even put a word to it, but it just feels like a warm hug. It just feels like me, right? And when I do things for my happiness, I'm the version of me living that happy reality, that happy life that I'm wanting. And that's how a lot of times multiple manifestations can flow in at the same time, because you have just achieved the feeling of being that version. You're practicing being that version of yourself who lives in that reality that you're wanting to attract. So the rule of thumb is, if you are feeling really aligned, you're feeling really tuned in, you're feeling really, really good, you've got a strong resonance with your inner being, with who you really are, it usually can benefit you to think about the specific thing, and it's usually easy to go there. But, so you could focus on your specific desire if you're feeling really good. You don't have to though, but it can definitely help. And sometimes you're usually inspired to think about it from that place. But otherwise, just focus on the general emotion of how it feels. Just get really, really general. And the thing is, we're not even make-believing or anything like that, because when you feel it, when you feel the positive emotion, you are accessing that future, that reality right here and now. So that is completely real. And all of the spiritual teachers talk about this. You know, Abraham Hicks, Joe Dispenza, Neville Goddard, Wayne Dyer, like all of them talk about the feeling, right? We need to be practicing the emotions, new emotions that match what we want. If we keep just practicing the old emotions over and over, we're just going to get these same outcomes that we always have. And so it's just gently guiding ourselves into better feeling things. And it can be really easy in the beginning to start off on different subjects, like on what you're interested in, on what you're passionate about, just the little things throughout your day that just can make you feel a bit better. Oh, I like that. I love having a coffee while I'm reading my book in the morning. I love to focus on art or music, or I love being in nature, but basically just tending to that emotion, that emotional state, that feeling place in any way that you can. And I've done this on purpose, and I've done this by accident, and it works. You do not have to think about your specific desire. If you're feeling really, really aligned, absolutely go for it. If not, be general. Just practice the emotion. What's the emotion? What is that feeling place? What would that be like? Who would I be? How can I better show up today as, you know, in that feeling of like, it's already done. And as I said, it's going to be really hard for you to even tap into those thoughts or those emotions if you're feeling really crappy. So your number one goal always has to be your happiness. And if you can't reach for happiness, you reach for relief. You reach for ease or relaxation or a neutral state. Get there first, and then you'll go straight up, okay? Because if you're consistently feeling better and better and reaching for feeling better and better, you're going to continue to raise your frequency, your vibration, and it's just going to be easier for you to think about what you want. The whole reason why it's so difficult for us to think about the things that we want is already done and practice the new emotions is because we're on a completely different frequency. So it can feel really difficult. And I'm telling you right now, if you're sitting there and you're like, I've wanted these things for so long and it's not happening. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like I should be thinking about them specifically, but then it's not working out. I want you to hear this message. I want you to remember that they're there. They're in the vortex. They are created. They are here, just on a different frequency. But how often are you actually feeling different to how you usually feel or have felt? How often are you actually focused on feeling better or, feeling happy, feeling the emotions that match what you want? How regularly are you actually doing that? Or are you just kind of doing it here and there and just, not really putting in the time to actually feel differently. So whether you get there through imagining it specifically and thinking about it specifically about exactly what you want, or whether you let it go and you don't think about it and you go and get happy and you just practice the emotions, the feeling place of it. You can get it either way. So it's up to you what you want to do. So how do you want to do this? You're the creator. Remember, you're the author of your life. You are the storyteller. You write the script for the movie that's playing. So how do you want this to go for you? How do you want to do it? How do you want this to work out? Because there is no right or wrong. You get to choose and follow through. Okay, my loves, thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope this video has helped you. If it has, let me know by commenting down below, giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing and sharing. Information on how to work with me is in the description box below. Also, my free audio training is there. Have a beautiful, magical day, and I'll see you on the next one.